logic design. So you can ask your query, your question, and any doubt and anything related to this digital logic design. You phone me, you email me when you have a free time. So around us, you can see the mobile phone, laptop, desktop, printers. All are work in the some digital. These are all the digital device. Your previously initial you can see some devices like tape recorder. Previously it is the analog tape recorder. Now all the digital recorders with CD player, DVD player. These are all the digital device, and we store data in the digital device. Then we'll read the data and take the signal from this stored data, and we will convert into. Let's see. A signal is a function that represented the variable of physical quantity with respect to any parameter. Any parameter like time, frequency, and distance. When any physical parameter is represented with respect to time or with respect to frequency or with respect to distance, it is called signal. We can represent the parameter fx as a function of time, so it is the time domain signal, sometimes frequency domain signal. So it is the time domain signal. So ft is minus a square plus bt plus c. So if you go to outside of your room and you measure the temperature in 1 minute difference. So at 9 a.m. your temperature 27 degree, and 9 hour 0 minutes your temperature 27.5, and you measure the temperature up to 9 p.m. and you plot this temperature. So you will get the data at the mate of this sun. You can get the maximum temperature, and at the end of this day, you get the minimum temperature. So this is the your graph. This is the your temperature. Physical quantity is the temperature. Temperature is the function of your time. You can present your temperature with respect to time in this way. What is the signal? It is the electrical or electronics. Usually signal is the variation of electrical quantity, generally the voltage or current with time. Generally electrical signal is the electrical quantity means voltage or current change with the time. If it is not changed, if you have the voltage, if it is the voltage or current and it is the time, if the voltage or current it is changed, it is the signal. If it is the constant, is the constant. If the current, suppose it is the current and it is the constant with the time, so it is called DC or direct current. But it is not a signal. Signal will change with the time. The device that convert the variation of physical quantities such as pressure, brightness, temperature into electrical signal is called transducer. Transducer is some device used to convert your physical quantity to electrical signal. Similarly, reverse transducer. The device is used to convert the electrical signal into the electrical signal to non-electrical signal. Right now, you have a microphone. So microphone before your face, that's a before your face one microphone. So and you are talking before this microphone. So sound wave converts the electrical signal. Sound wave, it's pressure wave. It converts the electrical signal, and you pass this electrical signal to amplifier, and it is the signal is amplified, and then again electrical signal to you convert those sound wave or pressure wave, and it's open to environment. So people will see your voice very loud. This is the working principle of a mic. A microphone convert your sound wave to electrical signal, and it's amplified, and again it's reconvert to the sound wave or pressure wave. So signal and widely divided into two parts: analog signal and digital signal. What is the analog signal? Suppose you are taking temperature in continuous way, in every second or every minute you can get a continuous graph. Why do you time changing continuously? Because all our natural signal uh, are the analog signal, but we need the digital signal. What is the advantage? We will discuss later. If you take the temperature throughout the day, you can see the temperature is changing every second, or time is changing very continuously. There is no jump, continuously changing, and if you measure the temperature constantly, you get this continuous graph. This is the analog signal. The discrete time signal, if you take a certain time interval, T1 minus T0 is equal to delta T. If you take the measurement in the discrete time, in a time interval, so it is you can get the discrete time signal. So you are not taking the continuous time in time. You are taking the temperature in discrete time at some time interval delta T. So and T2 minus T1 is equal to delta T. In this delta T time difference, if you take the signal, so you can get this type of, at T1 you can temperature this one, and T2 this your temperature this one, T3 your temperature this one. This is the discrete time signal. So this is the analog signal. This is the discrete time signal. Discrete time signal, you are taking the temperature at discrete time interval. So it is a discrete time signal. Then what is the digital signal? Digital signal is discrete. We discretize both in time and magnitude. It is continuous in time. Analog signal is continuous time and continuous your temperature. Here we are discretizing time, but we are taking the temperature. Here the temperature, here the temperature, same value. If you discretize the temperature, then it is temperature means if you discretize both the time and the magnitude. Magnitude means you have the temperature. You can get the digital signal. We divide the magnitude axis into a fixed number of levels, and the signal can take value equal to this level only. So with discrete time means T0, T1, T2, T3, T4, T5. In this discrete time, we take the temperature. Temperature is 9 degree, 13, 8 degree, 28 degree, 15 degree, 45 degree. This is the discrete time signal.
Doubt.
So this is the discrete time signal. But
Sir, what
if you divided the whole temperature in 15 degree difference, so it is the 15 degree, 30. This is the 30 degree. This is the 45 degree. So at T1, its temperature 9 degree. But if you discretize the temperature like 15, 30, 45, so T1 will be 0 degree. Why? Because you are taking the lowest value. If it is the 9 and 15, we are taking the lowest value 0. If T2 is equal to 38 degree, if T2 is equal to 38 degree, then T2 will be 30 degree. If it is 24 degree, then it will be 15 degree. So 24, it will be 15 degree, and 38, it will be 30 degree. 9 degree, it will be 0 degree, sir. And 45 degree, it will be 45
sir,
degree.
Doubt, sir.
So digital signal is discretized in both temperature and also time and also temperature. But discrete time signal only discretize, only time is discretized. And analog signal both are continuous. This is the difference between the digital signal and time discretized signal and analog signal. So in discrete time signal, if the temperature is 9 degree, but you are taking it is 0 degree. So error, what is the error? Error will be 9 minus 0 is equal to 9 degree will be error. And what by in this case? In this case is error is equal to 0 degree, 45 degree minus 45 degree is equal to 0 degree error. Here in this case, in this, if you take these two cases, actually your temperature is 38 degree, but your temperature, you are taking temperature is 30 degree. So 38 minus 30 is equal to 8 degree. This 8 degree is the error. How to reduce the error? If you increase the number of this level, right now you have taking 1, 2, 3, 3 level. If you increase the level up to here 45, so it is 50. If you increase the level up to 10 degree interval, here is the interval is the 15 degree. Instead of 15, you if you take the 10 degree interval, so it will be 9. So then it will be your instead of 0 degree, or let's see here another example. Like we discretize all this up to 0 and 5. 0 and 5, and your voltage is your time discretized voltage is 2 volt. So what will be the error? Error will be 0 minus 2, because in digital the value of it is 0 volt, but actually you are getting actual value of your voltage 2 volt. So error is equal to 2 minus 0 is equal to 2 volt.
Sir, small doubt.
One level, if you take the 1, 2, 3, 4 level, so your here your delta T was 5 volt. Here is equal to 1.25 volt. So the delta V is equal to 5 volt. Here delta V is equal to 1.5 volt. So you can see here is 1.5, 2.5, 3.75 and 5. Now your actual value 2 volt, but digital voltage is equal to 1.2 volt. So your error is equal to 0.75 volt. So
Sir, doubt, sir.
your error now is equal to this one, 0.75 volt. So by increasing the number of discretization level, you can reduce your error. Why you need the digital signal? Our all the real life signals, you can see all the real life signals are, and you can take any example like sound or your anything. If you are singing a song, actually pressure wave or sound wave, we have to convert this the sound into sound wave into the electrical signal, so a transducer, and signal is the analog signal, continuous analog signal. So all real life signal are analog signal. But right now, almost our all devices are the digital devices. What are the names of digital devices? So we need the digital signal to reduce the noise, reduce the error. Unwanted signal is your noise. Effect of unwanted signal is your noise. So minimize the noise, minimize the error, well minimize the noise, or minimize the noise, we need the digital signal. So we have a transmitter, here we have a receiver, here the wire medium. So here the transmitter, here is the receiver, here the wire medium. In analog voltage or analog signal, we are transmitting 2.5 volt. Here you are sending that voltage 2.5 volt. Effect of the noise, it's become 2.7. So its error is 0.25. Or you are sending 2.5 volt at the time T1, you are getting 2.3 volt. So error will be 2.5 minus 2.3 is equal to 2 volt. This is the error. But in case of digital device, this effect of the error will be cancelled. How the effect of error will be cancelled? You are sending the discrete value. Suppose you are sending that value 2.5. 2.5. You are sending this value 2.5, and in this receiver terminal, it's received 2.7. 2.7. But what already discussed, we cannot take the value 2.7 because we have to take the discrete value, other is 2.5, other or 3.75. But its value is 2.7. So we cannot take 3.75, or we cannot take 2.7, we can take 2.5. Because in digital signal, we can take a subtle level, not what we will receive. We cannot consider it is your transmitting data. Here we are our transmitting data 2.5. In case of analog transmitting, if channel added some error, if some error is added by this channel, then total output will be 2.7 and we will receive 2.7. So error, there will be error and we cannot identify. But in case of digital, even we receive that 2.7, but we cannot consider it a 2.7. We have to consider 1.25, 2.5, 3.755 in this discrete range. So even we will receive the 2.7, we will consider it is 2.5. In this way, we can cancel the effect of error. So in your syllabus, what we will do? It is your syllabus. So we have a number system. Already you know your decimal number system. Now you have to learn the binary number system along with the octal hexagonal number system. Already you have learned the decimal system, which is a digit 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 9, 10. Means total number of digits is equal to 10. But in our machine, computer or any machine, know only off and on. Switch you are doing off and on. And with respect to this to off and on, we represent everything. We have to represent everything because machine can understand only off and on. We cannot understand all other things. They can only the switched off and switched on. Power is there or power is not there. So only 2 digits means 0 or 1 means it is off, it is on. With respect to 2 digit, we will divide it whole the number system. We divide everything. What we are getting, we have to divide everything into. We have to express everything into 0 and 1, and it is your binary number system. Binary is either your 0 or 1. But you know the decimal number system. Yeah, in the decimal number system, you have a 0 to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So total 10 digits. So it is the base 10. But in case of your binary, it is base is 2. Already you know the decimal number system. We have to discuss about binary number system. The logic of decimal number system and binary number system is same, but we have to extend the logic from base 10 to base 2. If any digit we are representing 11, 12, 13 or anything, we have to, or 8 or 9, we have to represent in terms of uh, 0 or 1. Instead of 8 will be, we have to write in this way. Instead of writing any number by combination of 10 digits, we have to express this number by combination of 2 digits. This is the 0 and 1, and it is for binary number system. And we have to discuss another number system, octave number system, hexadecimal number system, the base conversion, how to convert the one number system to another number system. Then the sometimes you are using the -8, -9, or sometimes with the +9. This is the sign number system, how to express this -9 or +9 in terms of binary. And complement, then we have to go through this our addition, subtraction, then addition, subtraction, then the different types of mathematical operation, then how to addition, subtraction, and different types of logical or mathematical operation, and different type of binary code. So we know the code already. I hope you have learned the code. So we have to learn the various type of coding system. The operation, then the truth table of different logic gate. Logic gates means if you add something or if you multiply something, how to multiply. Like if you this type of, and generally it is the AND gate, and you can multiple A and B, and it will be Y is equal to A. This type of operation, or operation, and operation, various type of operation we have to know using this logic gate. Then we have to discuss about the Boolean algebra and Boolean theory, Boolean algebra, Boolean function, and its canonical form. Then how to reduce a very big Boolean expression to small, very big expression to small expression. How to simplify this Boolean expression. How to represent this Boolean expression using our gate, or this is the NAND or NOR gate. Then we have to discuss various type of tabular method. We discuss the tabular method, how to represent a Boolean expression in a table, and how to reduce this Boolean algebra equation to make it simple form. Then the combinational circuit. So combinational circuit, here we have a adder, subtractor, 4-bit. What is the bit? We will discuss about the bit, byte, everything, and how to add the 4-bit number, 8-bit number, or beyond this 8-bit number. Then the multiplexer, demultiplexer, the comparator. We'll be discussing the combinational circuit and the sequential circuit. Sequential circuits is the memory device. How to store this your memory? How to store the data in the computer or any disk? Then the counter. How to count? Count means clock pulse, and some operation using this. mainly on more machines. We can discuss this counter also. Counter and some logical and mathematical operations. These are the list of practical. Generally, uh, we were doing this type of practical, but due to this the pandemic situation, as you are not able to come our institute, so you cannot implement this type of practical using any hardware. But let's see if we can implement this through any available software tool. Otherwise, we have to avoid this experiment right now. Later, we have to take decision about this practical. If you return back during this coursework, definitely we will do this lab. Otherwise, when you come back after the coursework, if you interested, we can show this practical in extra time. Otherwise, during this coursework, we can do some of this practical through some tools. There is many simulation tool available. Using this simulation tool, we can implement some part of this practical, not all. This using very long we can do up to this uh, 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 practical we can do through online. Rest we have to think how to implement this rest of this practical. So these are your reference books. Right now, I will after the end of the discussion, I will send my PPT file. You can observe this PPT file. You can take any reference book, any of these reference books, and try to read. You can. It's enough for a 1 or 2 reference books. So a very famous scientist takes a very big quotation. There is no learning without having to pose a question. And a question require a doubt. Definitely, if you want to understand, definitely there will be a doubt. If doubt, you must ask a question. And if there is no question, means there is no doubt, means you are not trying to understand. This is a simple one. If you are not asking any question, means there is no doubt, means you are not trying to understand. So we have to discuss little bit our evaluation process. This is our today class. First few weeks we will discuss this uh, syllabus. Then this class Monday some research scholar will take some uh, mathematical example. Will show some mathematical example. They will give some assignment. You have to submit the assignment in the proper time, because in this semester maybe there is no end term or mid terms. We have to go through this continuous evaluation methods. For this evaluation, we have a 2 term. One the assignment, one is the class test. As all students has no desktop or no laptops, they have a smartphone. So we are not giving any descriptive type question, but definitely will keep some uh, objective type question, sometimes multiple choice type question, and you have to submit. Generally, after 3 or 4 class, we'll give a one uh, objective type question or set, or one MCQ type question set, and you have to submit in proper time online. We will do everything for online for this case, MCQ type case or objective type test. We are not giving anything for subjective type case, a subjective type question right now. So, and so they will give some numerical examples. Uh, not uh, not this week. After few weeks, let's see. So this 21 and 20 from 21, and research scholar will give some numerical example 21, 28, and 4. Then after uh, after 4 December, we will go to a MCQ type class test in after 3 or in after each 3-week class, we will go through one MCQ type class test. Okay, right now, please on your speaker and let's discuss if you have any question. Okay, you can on your speaker, you can unmute your speaker and speak.
Sir, what does
Hello, if you
non-electrical
like to
signals
speak,
refers
you
to,
can
sir?
unmute your speaker, unmute your mic, and let's speak.
Sir, am I audible, sir?
Hello.
Sir, am I audible, sir?
Yes, please speak.
Sir, what does non-electrical signals refers to, sir?
Non-electrical signal. Generally, we are speaking sound wave. Many signal is a non-electrical signal, but we have to use the transducer to convert the non-electrical signal to electrical signal. We
Sir,
are speaking.
reverse
Huh?
transgender, sir. Reverse transgender, sir.
Reverse transducer, it's convert the electrical signal to sound wave when you are the speaker. Speaker and microphone. One transducer and the reverse transducer.
Okay, sir.
Speaker and microphone just takes the opposite role.
Okay, sir. Sir, and why the errors are coming in that analogs one and digital one, sir?
Analog is sending a signal, that is many thing in your channel. We are sending means you, like when you are speaking something and someone speak within this whispering talk. Like you are speaking with someone and another few people are whispering talk. This
Sir,
whispering talk destroy your voice when others are listening you. This is
sir,
coming
one
from the
more
channel.
doubt, sir. Sir, when comparing that analog watch and digital watch, sir,
Yes.
there will be no error in analog watch also, so no, sir. At certain time, they both will show same time, no, sir. If it is 3:10 in analog watch and digital watch, I can get same time, no, sir.
Means?
In analog watch and digital watch.
Huh.
In there is no error, there is no difference between these two, no, sir. When compared to when coming to speak about errors.
No, error is coming. It's like here you can. Okay. Are you getting my screen? No.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. You can see here. Okay. 2.5 volt at T1. You are sending this pulse.
Sir.
You are sending this voltage, and you are receiving due to something channel. Your noise of this channel. Your voltage is 2.7. You are receiving 2.7 in analog.
Okay, sir.
And you are detecting is at 2.7.
Why, sir?
Because you are receiving 2.7 volt other end due to the addition of some error.
In digital one, there will be no that type of error, sir.
No, digital also there channel is error, and they will add 2.5 volt, but you receive 2.5 volt. But in digital, you are taking some level. You are considering 1.25, 2.5, 3.75 in this way. So even 2.7, you are not considering a 2.7. You are considering a 2.5.
5. Okay, sir.
That's why you are not receiving any error.
Okay, sir. Got it, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, you're cancelling the error.
Yes.
A digital channel also add the error here, but you are taking a certain discrete level. Even it is a 2.7, but you consider it a 2.5.
Okay, sir.
In this way, you are cancelling the error.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, audible.
Sir, how can we convert the negative numbers and binary numbers?
Yes, we will discuss. This is the sign number. We will discuss negative number, positive number, everything we will discuss in next class or next to next class. We'll discuss. We will one by one. We'll discuss. First, we'll discuss binary number, then sign number, then how to different type of. We will discuss this one. We'll discuss.
Sir, which book should we buy if you suggest?
Melvino book is very nice book. Melvino, if you see, this book, 3 number book is very nice book. Number 3.
Okay, sir.
Tata
It's a
McDowell, this
reference.
is very nice book.
Hello, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, audible.
Sir,
This
can
book
we get this
also
PPT?
very nice. Yes.
Sir, can will we get this PPT, sir? The one
Yeah,
which
I
is
will send
shared.
the PPT. Yeah, I
Okay.
will send. It is first your introduction. Every after the class, I will send the PPT.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir.
So yes,
Sir, just like in digital, if its input is 2.7 with considering error, still we consider it as 2.5. Why can't we do the same thing in the analog one?
we can. How can we do? There is some process. Within some process we can do, and when we will go through this process, it is called digital. Because analog, what you are giving, you are taking this one. You cannot discretize the signal. Means this is signal, your analog signal. What is the time interval? Getting you are the continuous signal and the same signal. But in case of digital, you are discretizing the whole system, everything. Even it is 30.8, you can consider it a 30, and you are sending this 30 only. So even it is going to the 31, you are receiving and will receive, consider it a 30. You discretizing the this in analog it is 38, but you discretizing to 30, and you sending this value. If error, if due to the channel error, its value is changed like 31, 32, but it output out other side, it will consider only 30, because 31, 32 there is no acceptable level. Only 30 is acceptable level, and this method is called digital.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Sir, while recording digital signals, do we always take the lower limit?
No. Just this is the example I consider. No, it is not considered lower level. It is the depend upon.
Okay, sir.
It is
Thank you.
depend upon.
Thank you,
But
sir.
here for simplify the situation, I consider the lower level.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, we'll discuss later one by one everything.
Okay.
It is not necessary.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So, do you have any other question? So, next class will start your syllabus, and Next class we will start the number system. And we will start the binary number system. First we will discuss the decimal number system and how to extrapolate the logic of decimal number system to the binary number system. We will discuss, and we will discuss details of the binary number system tomorrow. So,
Sir,
yes,
sir, do digital signals remain constant for some interval?
means
We record values at only discrete values, so in between them, what will be the signal?
okay. Right now, if you have a value 24, but you are recording as a 15. Okay. Okay. Your actual value is 24, but you are writing as 20, sorry, at 15. Your value is 24, but you are writing as a 15, because at 25 there is no digital level. Level is 15, that's why you are taking as a 15. And if you transmit this 15, 50, if you transmit this digital data in other end, and if due to the noise, its value change to 16 or 17, then other end will read as a 15. And in this way, the channel, the error added by channel, you can cancel it.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Because you are not taking other value, you are taking only this where this digital level is available. Your level is 15, 30. So in between any number, 15 and 30, you are considered 15.
Yes, sir.
So you are divided in the number in certain level, and you are taking on this level only, not its continuous value. And you are transmitting this level only, not continuous value of your signal. So it is the end of this today's discussion, and see you tomorrow at 4:30 maybe. At 11:30.
Sir,
11:30 tomorrow. Yes.
sir, I wanted to ask that the digital system as a signal and the analog signals are basically a kind of representation of a function, right?
Yes.
I mean, there's nothing like that. Digital signal is a type of signal, and analog system is a type of signal. They are basically the representation of the same function. I mean, a function can be represented both.
Yes.
Oh, okay, sir.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes. This is the analog, but you have to discretize. In this way, you discretize, then it is signal become the digital signal. You have to discretize this signal.
Oh, okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So it is your analog signal, and it is your discrete time signal. And when discrete, instead of 9 you are considering the 0, instead of 38 you are considering 30, instead of 24 you are considering 15, instead of 15 you are considering 15, instead of 45 you are considering 45. This signal is the digital. So next day we will, okay, if you take this is your analog signal, so digital signal will be in this way and in this way, but
Sir,
some
sir,
level only.
sir, you have not shared the screen, like, so we can't see what you're saying about.
Okay, okay, sorry, let's see. Okay, this is your analog signal. You can see continuous varying signal, but digital signal is a discrete, discrete in both the case. So instead of if it is a analog signal, then digital signal will be in this way. Instead of this value, you have to give this value. Instead of this value, you have to give only this value. This value. Instead of this, your digital signal will go in this way. And
Sir, what is the value that, what is the system that it considers? I mean, is it the average of a value for a certain time, or is RMS value like AC system
no, no, no.
circuit?
Okay, we'll discuss some other classes. How
Okay.
we will convert this analog signal to digital signal, analog to digital converter, how we will convert the analog signal to digital signal, we will discuss details. And if you have a
Okay.
value function, how looks like in case of digital, we will discuss details.
Okay,
Definitely.
sir. Thank you.
Okay, then see you tomorrow at 11:30.